go ahead and get started. I have installed Klipper using the Klipper installation and update helper script on this machine. I've already powered it up. I haven't done anything with the configuration yet. This is the sample configuration from LDO for this kit. It's on their GitHub, and so I have gone in here to Klipper and edited the printer.cfg and replaced everything that was in there. So right now it's all matches what the GitHub file shows. Let's right here the MCU is asking what the serial is to connect to it. So we'll go in here to devices, and usually this will be blank, so you have to hit refresh and then it'll show everything. What you're looking for is this STM32F board that has Klipper on it, and copy that serial and then put that in right here. And then the Nighthawk, the NHK MCU, same thing. You'll go into devices and look for the RP2040. But save and restart that. We'll still get errors because there's some settings in the Klipper configuration file that have not been their generic sample configuration has all these that you have to uncomment for whatever build type you have or build size. Just do the single comment, leave these uncomment for 300mm builds in there. Everything else should be good. And then still come in here for the 300mm since it's a 300. Now this is going to be different because we are not using the default end stop, but what we are using is the E3D PZ probe. So we have to change that end stop pin to match this, the pin that this is plugged into. That is on the Y end stop pin on the Nighthawk on the stealth burner. GPIO 12. How much in here? That is quick. And stop. page that 23 to 12. I want to double check that I've got that right. So Y, and this is plugged into Y. All right, that should be good. And then uncomment for 300 millimeter build. That's not the right place. So we don't want the Z probe, or the Z end stop is going to be the oops. Can't remember the IP addresses for that. So I'm just going to look at my 350 build, and I can get the correct parameter that I'm looking for. So the end stop pin is going to be probe Z virtual end stop. Down here, HK. Right. That's right. Let's go double check. 0 for now, because really that is what it should be since we're using the nozzle to probe bed. Oh, the quadrantry level needs points. Stop is not valid. Check that I was right. Oh, yep. What's going on? I did not put the full device name here. So now save and restart. Now it should connect. And lights turn on, we're connected. Okay, so let's go and see what. So I'm not sure if it's reversed or not. Let's see here. I think that should be reversed for the probe. Here, put an exclamation mark right there. It'll reverse the trigger so that it reads it correctly. So right now, everything should be open. If I keep tapping it while I refresh, it should show triggered. Okay. Just testing the end stops now. Actually, this one I'm a little worried about just because I'm not 100% sure if it's going to trigger. Oh, it does. All right. Okay, so now if we because we're not using the end stop nozzle probe switch, like at the edge over here, we need to change the safety home just to the middle of the bed. Home everything again. The emergency stop just in case, but it should just tap the bed and be happy. Okay. We'll do a quad gantry level. Usually works best if you start it as level as possible, and the best way to do that is fill in the boxes or something else that you have that's going to help you get everything to a similar point. This. That should be good. So home all, QGL. But the reason the QGL failed was it was too skewed, and so your first time you do this QGL, you've got to help it a little bit. Do this QGL, we will test heating up the bed and the nozzle. We'll test the extruder, and then honestly that should be it. It should be ready to print. Mind you, I haven't put panels on yet. Okay. get up to 105. All of this missing configuration is just extra stuff I need to add to the config in here. That is heating up nicely. Go ahead and test the nozzle heater. 250. Okay, so the cold side fan started blowing, which means that that fan pin works. Heating up. So reach temp. Go ahead and raise the Z a little bit. Drop that temp to get a bit of PLA so I can test the extruder. Pulling it. Getting to a nozzle. stuck. Let's see if I angle it. Just be that the PTFE tube is not lined up properly. I was kind of expecting to have some problems with the extruder. The printed parts were a little tight as far as tolerance. I mean, I guess I wasn't expecting, but I was not surprised that they're not lining up. It's stopping. This kind of feels like we have a jam. It did go past the heat. Try is swapping the nozzle, or pulling the nozzle first. Since it's a Revo, it's easy to unscrew and put a different nozzle in real quick. And then I can just feed it through the heat break without a nozzle and see if it gets all the way through. you know what? I probably should try it with ABS and pump up that temperature to higher than 210 before I try to swap nozzles. There's filament in there from whatever, whether they used it to test it or something. And if it is ABS in there, it's not going to pump out. Man. There we go. Let's push through. Hi, Vengeance. How are you doing? I am happy for right now because it seems like everything's working. It's always kind of a little stressful when you do the first power on. It's still hot. He's, do you do any 3D printing yourself, or just kind of exploring around right now? Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Nevermore configuration is. Feel it in there. I didn't see it turn on, so I'm going to copy the configuration from my other Voron and we'll see. That mustache is fantastic. Well, thank you. It's something that my kids aren't quite sure about. My daughter just today said that she wants me to grow back the full beard, but the wife said keep the mustache for now, and so we'll keep that. I guess it's the in thing, so. Still no bets. Oh, duh, because I don't have the jumpers on there. I'll have to look at my... Second. 10, it is booted. We are functional. I just tested the heaters, all the motors. We did a quad gantry level. We pushed filament through the nozzle. Right now forgot what pin the jumper needs to go on for the fans. Far side. Now we do this. We have bed fans and the fan for the wiring area. I think we're ready to print. out of the way. PETG print. That's it. Good enough. Yeah, feet. Adding the printer into Klipper, or into Orca Slicer real quick. Quick ease. Quick test print, and then I'm going to go to bed. I will have to do calibrations right now. I'm just going to run a quick, like, how long is this? 5-minute test print, just because I want to. Save print. Yeah, 10. This isn't even enclosed yet, so I'm just doing a quick PLA print. you need to change the nozzle probing temperature to something a little lower, because otherwise it's going to probe at the nozzle temp for the material, which is going to be too high for the PEI sheet, and it'll start to damage the sheet. Same thing that happens with like tap, where you want to probe at like 170 or 180, I believe. I'll double check on that before I make those changes. Probably actually cancel this and start it again after I've done a retract on the nozzle, because it is still oozing some filament. Yeah, when you're using your nozzle as your probe, it needs to be clean and no filament oozing out, because otherwise that'll skew your probe and your mesh bed level. So I need to change some of my G code for this. For probably all of my printers, I need to have a retract at the end of the print, so that the filament doesn't just sit in the nozzle and that is ready to ooze out during your next heat up for your next print. And then of course I'll add a nozzle scrubber back here that'll clean the nozzle before it does the QGL and the bed probe, like the bed mesh. But for now it's just manual. Move this camera down here. See what it's doing, so the nozzle actually touches on the bed. hopefully the last QGL pass. Oh, no, it's getting close. One more. Yeah, as far as the calibrations go, I probably won't be doing that on stream just because I'm not an expert at it, and so I don't want to make a video on it and lead people the wrong way if I'm doing it wrong or whatever. So I'll just do it off stream and probably throw the panels on as well off stream. But that's the last couple of things for this printer. And then not sure what I'll do streaming wise next. I do have a Death Racer kit to print and build. I have some upkeep stuff on my other printers that I can stream as well. All right. Now it's homing. Need to add a skirt or purge of some kind. Because it did not have enough filament. Now it's got to do that QGL all over again. This time I'm not going to worry so much about the alpha right now. didn't like that. Wasn't consistent. Got belt skipping issues. Re-tension the belts after those print too, if it actually does print. again. This will be the last shot tonight. If it doesn't print right now, then I'll just call it for the night and try it again tomorrow after some sleep. Nothing mechanically. The only thing left really are the panels. I do have a Big Tree Tech smart filament sensor that I'll throw on there too, but that's it. So yeah, as long as it prints PLA, it'll print anything else. No, actually, yeah, I do have to make the like assemble the click clack door, which is the mini fridge type door that has a latch. It's one single panel, but that's easy. It's 4 extrusions and a acrylic panel, and then the 3D printed parts. Right now the print start macro doesn't have anything as far as doing the bed mesh or the purge line or any of that. It's just the generic stock macro, so I'll play with that a little bit and get it to match my other one, my other Vorons. How small of a part I'm trying to print. It's literally a little clip about this big. So I'm not worried about a bed mesh for that. Go. I need to add a purge line, but it's printing, it's just not sticking to the bed, and so then it's just turning into a big gloppy mess. Yeah, prints, it's just not what it needs to be printing. So I'll work on the configuration tomorrow a little bit, and I might be able to stream a little tomorrow night. But for now, this is a success. It is moving. The biggest kind of unknown for me was the PZ probe, because I've never used one before. But that worked without any fuss. I didn't have to change any of the default settings. I didn't even have to change the mode that it's in. There's a push button on the back to change how sensitive the sensor is, and it's just stock right now. Nothing changed, and it works. I'll get the nozzle wiper printed and do that. And hey, yeah, you know what? That might actually be part of it, as I've always had issues printing PLA on the textured build plate. So let me flip it around. Use the smooth PEI. Well, it shows how much I print PLA anymore. Try that one more time then. Yeah, I haven't used a glass build plate in about 5 years, but that's what I used to use. It's what everybody used to use. Then these out the camera. These magnetic build plates came out, and you have all the different textures and stuff you can throw on it. My favorite is the satin sheet that Prusa has now. It's in between that textured plate and the smooth. I don't have anything to kind of show off what that looks like. And honestly, what I'll probably end up doing with this printer is throwing CAMP, which is Klipper adaptive mesh and purge, just for the purge line that it does. But that's super handy. I was kind of surprised that Klipper mainline has the adaptive mesh built in, but does not have an adaptive purge. But I guess not everybody wants to purge that same way, or I don't know. for this, I'm not so sure that it wasn't sticking on the other side. It's that I had to retract filament, and so there wasn't enough filament down before the print started to actually push filament onto the bed. So it was still fighting against that retraction that I did. And without a purge line at the start of a print, didn't have problems. Four lines on the temp graph. So there's one for the extruder, there's the heat bed, the chamber temp. So there's a thermistor on top of the tool head, so that when this is fully enclosed, I can get a reading of how hot the actual print area is. And then the Nighthawk tool board that's inside the tool head temperature. Mr. Rebo, thanks for the comment on the stash. Yeah, look here, this is my 350, and I've got even more lines because I have the beacon on there. That gives me a different reading, the beacon bed probe. Hopefully this works. So this will be the last time I try it tonight. If it doesn't work, then yeah, I'm done for the night. It's time to go to bed. Be more work to try to sell it and ship it and all that than to just fix it. No. If it doesn't work, then I mean I can throw I have a BTT Eddy on here that I can throw on it that'll do the bed leveling, and then I can play with the PZ probe later. But we do want to get this working and into production. It could also just be that I need to change the sensitivity setting on the PZ probe. I mean, it seems to be working just fine. It's not triggering early or late, but hey, I got a QGL. printing. It just doesn't have filament prime, so I just need to add a nozzle prime to it. And that'll be that. But it is my bedtime, so that was a productive stream. I'm happy with it. The printer is functional and can push plastic. Now I just need to tune it. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time.